Well, we know your kids are really enjoying their summer break, but believe it or not, school is right around the corner.
I was just thinking about that yesterday. It'll be here in a blink, and it is important for the kids, of course, to stay sharp during the summer months so that they don't fall behind before school returns. So that's why a Valley Best Buy is helping kids with that summer brain drain, whether the kids like it or not, I guess, right? Lena is at the Best Buy at Tempe Marketplace with some great suggestions. Good morning.
Good morning. And this is fun stuff, not even just for the kids, right? So parents can get involved too. And I think you're really going to like the interaction here. So take a look. Let's start here with Chris. You're going to explain this. The Bose Build. Believe it or not, this is like your boombox speaker, but smaller, cooler, and you're in charge.
Yeah, no, it's definitely cool because the kids are doing everything. That they are building it from the ground up and learning along the whole way. The Bose app actually gives you some helpful videos that give you tips on what you're doing and why it makes the speaker work as it does. And it is a fully functional Bluetooth speaker that you can pair up to 8 devices. It's a pretty cool machine.
And you made it.
Yeah, and you made it. You have that satisfaction at the end that I built this, that you can show it off to your friends and say, hey, I know exactly how this works because I made it myself.
Right. Okay. And then how much does that run? And like about how old would my kid have to be?
It's $149.99 and it's ages kind of 8 to 14. And it's totally independent. There's no supervision required for the build.
Although something, I mean, I guess if a parent wants to get involved, like,
Yeah,
hey, let's do this as a project.
Yeah, if I was a parent, I'd probably be trying to get a little too hands-on myself.
Right, like the kid's like, hello, that was for me, Dad. And then what is this? This is actually going to be, believe it or not, this is going to be a crossbow when we're
Yes,
finished.
and so it's a Vex Robotics build-it-yourself crossbow robotics kit. And so it's pretty cool. It kind of fuses history with robotics, that you have that kind of whole idea of a medieval invention, but it's a little bit of a modern twist. I know you're wondering, it's completely safe.
Yes.
It's all foam darts. No one's
Right,
gonna get
this
hurt.
is like super soft and smushy, it totally foam. So yeah, that was my first question. See, I have what it takes to be a mom. I was worried about safety. Okay.
No, exactly. And you know, it is cool because it gives someone who wants to be really hands-on. There's 2 different build paths, so you don't have to do it the same way as everyone else. That you can kind of customize it a little bit as well.
So how long would it take to put that together?
For me, I don't know if I'm not the craftiest person. This is
Okay.
me about 15 minutes in, so I think
Okay.
someone might be a little bit faster than me. They could probably get it done in about half.
But since there are 2 like paths, you could take it apart and put it back together again? Okay.
Deconstruct it and build something completely new.
Okay, now this is super cool. It looks like a snow globe, but like a high-tech snow globe. And you're building it, and it does all kinds of cool stuff. But you're in charge. You create what it does.
Yeah, exactly. This is the Sphero Spark Plus, and the cool thing is that it is getting you familiar with coding. So you can do something simple like just spin it around, or you can do a little bit of a preset program I was working on earlier. That this is just after me messing around with it for 5 minutes, and it's super easy to use. That it gets you introduced to the idea of coding as well as playing with the robot once again, because we all like kind of doing something a little bit more modern.
And it kind of reminds me, it's like a high-tech, can you pull up the color thing again?
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like high-tech glow sticks, because you can make it like little rainbows.
Yeah, it's full RGB, so you can customize thousands and thousands of colors that you can really make this do whatever you'd like it to do.
And so really, like all of this, the programming, the colors and stuff, and this is on a base, so it can roll around.
Yeah.
You can make it do like a
If we
little
had
maze.
a little bit more room, yeah, you could have it doing a maze. It is completely waterproof, so you can have it swim. I've even seen people where they put a little paint on a table and they make a little bit of art with it as well. Yeah,
Like a Jackson Pollock kind of situation.
yeah, exactly. Very abstract.
So let me ask you this: what's the age here? Because it seems like coding would be something maybe you'd have to be a little older, or is
Yeah.
that the whole point
So
to get them when they're young?
It's safe to use when you're young. Obviously, there's no choking hazards or anything like that. But I know some of the more sophisticated programs I've seen, you could probably be a little bit older when you get into some of that stuff.
So it seems like something that you could build on top of what you're already doing, right? Like you
Exactly.
can, the coding can get
It's-
more intricate.
You get more intricate as you get more comfortable. Like this was just a very basic, spin and change the colors. I've seen people that they have very extensive and long-lasting.
And how much is that one?
And you're looking at $129.99 for that.
I like that little guy. I hope he doesn't go missing after I leave here. Okay, so thank you. You know what? And we're going to be back with you in just a little bit as well. We're going to take a look at some of those tech gadgets that would be great for back to school. Maybe I should whisper that in case the kids hear me. Back to school. Back to you guys.
Maybe even a Christmas break.
I know it. Christmas is going to be here so
I know,
fast,
I can't
too.
believe
you know
that.
what?
Lena, thank
Thanks,
you.
Lena.
Time to plan ahead.